Great.
A key part of this story is when Katie went to work for Good Vibrations, a store that sells sex toys. She tells several stories of reaching out to very nervous customers. I am so proud of the empathy that she expresses for these people who are struggling with their own sexuality. During my coming of age in the 50s and 60s, nothing like Good Vibrations would have been tolerated. In today's world, they make life much better for so many people because things are now so much more open. Update. When I did this sketch several years ago, she was still working at Good Vibrations. Today, she is at San Francisco State finishing up her degree in psychology.
Well, today, Katie works in a store where they sell sex toys. And I will tell you that she is awfully good in this job. She got promoted to assistant store manager, but it's what she does with the customers that amazes me. Because you can imagine you go into a store with sex toys, and if you're carrying stuff like I was from childhood in the 50s, this is pretty intimidating. And I have heard stories of how she makes people feel good and draws them out and makes them comfortable. She told me a story a couple of months ago. This woman, about 60, came to the front door, and she stood there. And Katie went up to her, and the woman said, "I've been circling the block for 3 days. I'm so frightened to come here." Katie reaches out and touches her shoulder and says, "I am so proud of you. You have taken a first step to having the rest of your sexual life be very satisfying to you. You have come to the right place. Congratulations." And this woman began bawling. Katie took her to the back room. They had a session, 20 minutes or so talking. The woman kind of composed herself, and then Katie took her around by the arm. They went around and they looked at all the stuff, and here were the dildos and the vibrators and the lubricants and S&M, and you got leather, and you got handcuffs, and having it all. And this woman is just going, you know. And Katie said, "A little overwhelming, huh?" "Yeah." But Katie told me that she thought the woman on that day was going through some kind of a life transformation. The woman bought a few things, and when she left, she stood at the door and she hugged Katie tight. And she said, "Thank you. Today you've changed my life."